Retail Vintage. My name's Lucia Wolt, and I'm going to show you guys around and tell you what I've learned. So basically what I do here is I help the customers and I check them out and I take their money, and then I also restock the store. So everything you see here, I did. I put the clothes on the hangers and then I put them back on the racks, and we're in the midst of changing it back to color coded. So here's black, white, green. Then we're chopping it up so people don't feel like they're like looking through a sea of colors, and then white again, and then jackets. So now that we're approaching the warmer seasons, I definitely have to take the more winter stuff off the shelves. So like the jackets and stuff like that, and we're gonna put like shorts, t-shirts, tank tops and stuff on there. One of the biggest things I do here are buyouts. So people that are wholesalers will bring stuff in and they'll tell them what I want, what I don't want, and then we do it off of a 6, 8, 9, 12 scale for prices, and then we just we mark it up a little bit and we put it back in the store, and then perfect. So that's what I do here, and then I'm going to take you guys on a little tour of the store. Okay, so over here we have the girly little items. So we have girly shorts, and we have like tank tops and like cute little baby tees and stuff like that, and we have a bunch of Harley all over, and we have it in so many different sizes and stuff like that. And then we come down here, it's the same concept. Over here's t-shirts, and we see it's color coded: black, gray, blue, green. Then we got the flannels, we got some shorts, jeans. So that's basically the concept for the whole store. And then this little corner over here, I love this little corner because I like the little table and all that. And then this little thing we got from a flea market. And then everything you see on the walls, like these little things, that the devil child thing over there, we got from all different flea markets all across the United States. Well, they did. I didn't. I just look at them and tell people about them. Okay, so then we have the main rack here. This is where I got some overalls, and then the same color-coded stuff with the t-shirts, the sweatshirts, blah, 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 crew necks, and then we got some corduroy stuff, same concept. And then that's basically the concept all around the store. And then come over here and I'll show you the checkout. So this is the checkout area. This is where we have the cash box when people use cash as a transaction, and then we use the square system, and then we have an iPad right here, and we just do this. So I'm showing you this because I think that using the square system and having to do with the iPad and stuff like that has really helped me with different technologies and stuff like that, learning how to use the different systems and stuff like that for other things that can come up in my life and jobs later in my life and stuff like that. And then this is the back rack where if people want to put stuff on hold, we put it back here, and then when they come back, it's there for them. Yeah, so basically I sit here, I talk to them, I'll go and show them, and I'll fix the racks throughout the day if I see things fall off the shelves and stuff like that. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the skills that I've learned from doing this internship. So I've definitely learned how to deal with different types of customers. I would consider myself to be a very personable, charming person. I bet a lot of people would agree with me. And I've just learned that there's all different types of people in the world. There's mean people, there's nice people, and normal people, and weird people. And I've learned how to deal with all of them, and try to stay as true to myself as I can. It's cute. Anyhow, I've also learned about different concepts between the seller, product, and consumer. So I've learned with people, watching people come in, and also with regulars and stuff like that, I've realized what they choose and pick up and stuff. People usually always have a type of sequence. So I've learned just what consumers tend to like more. And then going back to the regulars, I've made some great relationships. I've made friends, actually. I made connections in like worldly things. Some kid came in here and he was checking out, and he had a bunch of stuff. It was like an $800 total, and he ended up doing my tattoo. So that's just like one example of making a connection and a relationship with someone. What else? I've made relationships with the neighbors on both sides of the store. And if we're gonna be neighbors with each other, then I have to be able to be talkative and personable and stuff like that. Thank you so much for coming into my job with me, my internship. It was great talking to you. It was great telling you about how this whole environment has affected me and made me more ready for the real world. Yeah, just thank you for coming along. Thank you for listening to me. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a great day.
Hi, my name's Abigail Kasperick. I work here at my grandpa's company called R&B Customs. We are an automotive accessory company, and we do things like window tinting, remote starters, we sell truck caps and trailers, and we also sell golf carts, and much more. Usually a typical day will start with me entering our main building, and I will go to my computer where I manage our Facebook page from. Have all of our golf carts posted on there with all their specifications, so usually customers will have questions about those or if they can lower the price or whatnot. So I'll answer any of the questions. Usually if I don't know the answer to a question, I will ask my aunt, who is the manager of the company, or my grandpa, who is the owner, and they can give me an answer which I can relay back to the customer. Then if my aunt has anything for me to do, like paying bills to companies on invoices that we receive, I'll do that. Or if there are customers and they're busy, I will sometimes answer phones or I'll talk to a customer. Yesterday I had to discuss golf carts with a customer, and I told him all the different prices and any features that the golf carts had. So I answered all of his questions that way. And usually I'll do book work as well, so primarily I do this. Usually I will come upstairs and we have a book, and it has 2 columns per page, and usually a month has 4 pages, and it has all the months, January through December in there. And I'll log our expenses. So in one column is resale and one column is supplies. So an example of an expense for resale would be if we went out and we bought a golf cart from another person and we were selling it back to a customer. That is an example of resale. So that would go in that column. If we were buying tools for our employees to use, that would go in the supplies column. And I add all of those columns up, which at the end of the year is done for taxes. Also, every month we have to calculate our sales tax. So I am given receipts with sales tax information on there, and I will total that up in the end of the month, which my aunt will check to make sure that everything is done correctly. It's been very beneficial working here. I've learned a lot working here, and seeing all the components that it takes to run a business, as well as the expenses and the profit that can be earned. I hope to open my own business up someday in the future, so this has been a great experience to be here.
Hey Vogue.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Megan Hebner.
Cool. Where do you work?
I work at Alley Cat's Curiosity Shop.
Nice. And how would you describe it?
I would describe Alley Cat's, first off, as a curiosity shop. It is an artisan-based store, a membership program more specifically, that focuses on different artisans selling things like furniture pieces, reclaimed furniture, vintage clothing, new clothing, crystals, incense, and more like stuff like that, and plants also.
Cool. How many employees work with you?
So I work with a team of 4 employees, including myself. We're all sales associates, and there's also my on-the-floor manager, Elena. There is the owner, Kat, and there is the finance manager, Jessica.
Nice. And how would you describe the work environment there?
I describe the work environment as positive, uplifting, friendly, and definitely tight-knit. We're definitely like a family. I started working there pretty recently, and I felt welcomed right away. There was no room for like negative attitudes or any discrimination or any like negativity of any sort at all. We're all super close, and we do team bonding like regularly, and we have meetings to keep up with things that have changed.
Cool. So how would you describe like what you do?
I would describe, well, my position is a sales associate technically, but I work on the cash register. I interact with different customers, I restock merchandise, I reorganize, keep the store clean. It's very small, so things change very fast because of the customer influx we have on a day-to-day basis.
Cool. So what do you describe, like how would you describe what you do on a day-to-day basis versus hourly?
Okay, so on an hourly basis, I as I mentioned before, I check people out on the cash register, I restock items, I interact with customers, ask them if I can hold items for them because we're very strong with customer service and interaction, versus day-to-day, which would be like taking out the trash, cleaning up the kitchen, making sure everything looks like tidy around the outside of the store. So like last week I picked up all the trash from outside, and that's usually done either day-to-day or week-to-week basis.
Cool. So what do you learn at your job?
I learned so much at my job. I learned how to interact with customers. I learned how to be a positive influence on the people that see me every day. I learned to improve my efficiency skills within the workplace, and I would say I learned so much from this job.
Cool. So what are you strong at versus what you're trying to improve at your job?
Let's see. I believe that I'm strong at being an efficient worker. So for example, I have to tag, so like we have Squishmallows at work. I have to put tags on them and I have to cut out little stickers to put on them. And that it's quite a tedious job. So it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So I just make sure that I'm cutting them efficiently and, you know, doing it in a fast and efficient manner so that I can get done, so I can get them back on the floor and customers can see them.
Cool. So how often do you work?
I work 4 days of the week. They're pretty short hours, so it allows for, you know, time that I can spend to myself and do homework. And yeah, I work like 12 to 5 on most days and then 10 to 4 on like longer days.
Nice. What's the best part of your job?
The best part of my job, I know it sounds cliche, but it's the customers. So we have a lot of regulars that come in, so it's interacting with the regulars, seeing how their family lives have like updated and everything like that. So I'd say the customers, and also kind of like seeing the new merchandise, because the store changes like drastically each week. So seeing the store changes and the customers and like their reactions to it.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.